100 from Glamorgan captain Mark Wallace, his first of the season, gave his side a great chance of earning their first LV County Championship victory of the summer as their opponents Leicestershire again struggled with the ball on day 3 of the match in Cardiff. Glamorgan had already made 302 for 5 by the start of the morning, and that put them 31 runs ahead of Leicestershire, and in spite of losing night watchman Dean Koska early, the Welshmen dominated the first session to bat their visitors out of this contest. Jim Allenby is having a great game against his former employers. He took 4 for 39 from 22 overs with the ball, and he was soon making a nuisance of himself with the bat in his hand as well. It seems that all of a sudden, a number of Glamorgan players have found some much needed form after what has been a miserable start to this campaign. Wallace, like many of his teammates, has really struggled for runs, but he was back at his very best on this day, having come in at the fall of Koska's wicket. Before too long, you had to feel a little sympathy for Leicestershire, who spent 5 sessions in the field in 1 Kent innings in their last match. They were not having much joy here either, as Wallace and Allenby started to score off the bowlers at a very handy rate. Both batsmen made 50s for the first time this summer. Wallace's required only 76 balls, while Allenby followed him to the milestone just before lunch by chipping Claude Henderson for a 6. His 50 had occupied 102 deliveries. Until their last match, a defeat at Hampshire, Glamorgan had managed only 1 batting bonus point, but this pair took them to the maximum amount in this game as the total raced beyond 400. In 32 overs of sparkling batting, this pair added 139 runs to take their side 177 runs ahead. It took Leicestershire more than 2 hours to finally get their second wicket of the day. Wayne White, one of 9 bowlers employed by Ramnaresh Sarwan, got the breakthrough by having Allenby LBW for 61. James Harris entered the fray with his side on 448 for 7. It was Harris's first innings of the season, and it soon became clear as to how much his side has missed him. Aided by some indifferent bowling, he was soon looking very confident. Wallace, meanwhile, hardly missed out on any opportunity to score runs, and off only his 129th delivery, he'd got to 3 figures for the first time this summer. There was a slight hesitation before he took on his 100th run, but he made it comfortably enough. He'd struck 10 fours in his excellent knock, which had now taken his side well beyond 500. It was the second time in successive innings that Leicestershire had conceded 500 runs, and now they were being put to the sword by Wallace and Harris, who added 96 in only 16.5 overs. They've had to wait for some time for a day like this, so they may as well have taken advantage. Harris made 48 off 65 balls and was unlucky to be out, gloving a leg side delivery from Henderson behind. And the spinner, who got through another 33 overs having bowled 50 at the Kent batsman last time out, also removed Wallace in his next over as the batsman tried to hit him over the taff. Wallace was out for 118, and he soon declared with his side on 558 for 9, which gave them a mammoth first innings lead of 287. The momentum was now with them, and with the ball in his hand, Harris combined with Wallace again to have Greg Smith caught behind for 10. In their last match, Leicestershire had succumbed all too easily after being shattered in the field, but at least on this occasion they showed plenty of fight, and Ned Eckersley and Michael Thornley ensured that there was no repeat of the events of Canterbury. Indeed, both batsmen batted confidently on what they have to remember is still a good batting surface. Thornley is having a very good debut. He made 97 in the first innings and carried that form into the second. He drove Koska back over his head for a maximum, and he also played a number of other fine shots as he tries to at least earn himself a squad number on his back. To their credit, this pair survived the last 31 overs of the day in adding 73 to take the total to 84 for 1 to trail by 203. Thornley made 36 and Eckersley 1 run more. Both had been at the crease for around 2 hours, and they've now given their side a chance of denying Glamorgan a much needed victory. They still need to bat for a good while longer yet though.